It's been very important, the things I've been sharing on Twitter lately, because I've come across this group, okay, which I wasn't aware of. They actually made themselves known to me. Mm-hmm. Because what I've been doing is I've been asking some of my Chinese friends in China to help me put subtitles on these videos that are just going viral around on Chinese social media. Now, the kind of thing that you wouldn't be aware of. You know, like the woman saying, "This is the best day of my life that Russia's invaded the Ukraine. It makes me so happy because that means soon we can invade Taiwan, and Putin's handsome and amazing and such a good leader." Those kind of videos are just, everyone's just watching them and being like, yeah, whatever. But in the West, we don't get to see this stuff.
No.
And most people can't understand Chinese. So if they saw just this woman saying blah, blah, blah in Chinese, they wouldn't know. So I've been getting some of my Chinese friends to, when they come across these videos, go ahead and put some subtitles and send it to me, right?
Yes.
So I've been posting those on Twitter. And I put some of them in my video this week. So the people can see what the sentiments are that are going around. Because it's insane. It's something that would not be accepted anywhere else in the world.
No.
We would not accept this level of vitriol and hatred and support of war anywhere.
No.
But in China, it's just there. And of course, you can't paint all Chinese people with a broad brush like that. But the fact that this stuff is there needs to be called out, needs to be shown.
Yes.
People need to be aware of it, because right now people are ignorant and they just think China's just this place with chopsticks and cheap hours and you know, beautiful history and culture and all that kind of stuff and a big military. They don't understand what's really going on. So I've been putting out a couple of these things on my Twitter, and I got approached by a group called what is it even called? It's like the translation, the Great Translation is what it's called. It's like a hashtag, and what they're doing is they're starting to translate some of this vitriol that you see online and put it out there for people to read.
Yeah.
And one of the most ridiculous things that they found recently is the wumaos know that they're being translated now, and they've made this new plan. Okay. So they got this plan, and they put it in their little forum post, and they've been sharing it around. And they're like,
interesting.
Their plan is, listen, there are some people, and they say it's probably like Chinese dissidents that are translating the more extreme things we say and sharing it with the West. So our new plan is, let's find people that speak Japanese really well, and we're going to get Japanese. We're going to write terrible things about Ukrainian women and stuff in Japanese, so that people think it's actually Japanese people that are terrible and not us.
So slimy.
Yeah, it's slimy, and they're like sharing it around. They say, share this with everyone you know. Find people that can speak Japanese well, because if we use a translation thing, people will know they'll know it's us. So that's their new goal, is to try and shift the blame away from themselves by writing it in Japanese.
That's so
how scummy.
Scummy.
Yeah, and actually,
well, at least it's been documented.
Yeah, it's funny. So if you check out my Twitter, it's all
so
about
if you
that.
see vitriol and hatred coming out of Japan randomly about all these pertinent China topics, then you know exactly what's going on. It's Chinese people doing it to themselves.
Yeah.
It's wumao.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, this is my car. Well, it's my Chinese car.
Was your Chinese car?
It looks a bit weird. That's because the air conditioning compressor had died for the 4th time. Mm-hmm. Every year it would die, okay? And every year I would take it back to the dealership and they'd have to replace it or fix it under warranty. And after a while I had to start paying for it. But
Chinese cars are not well made.
No, absolutely not. But that's not the point. I'm just setting it up here. So while I was getting my car fixed, okay, this is around the time, you remember the time with the Diaoyu Dao, the Senkaku Islands thing, the whole big anti-Japanese riots? So I'm at the dealership. It's a Cherry dealership, by the way. My car was a Cherry dealership. They had where you can buy your oil and you can buy all your like little accessories for your car. They had these stickers there that you could buy too, which the whole point of this is to illustrate how the state endorses these stupid little nationalist things that they do all the time.
This is in direct relation to what they're doing with Russia.
Exactly, just how they've been endorsing Russia like mainstream throughout the entire society. And anyone who says that they haven't is an idiot. Okay, if you can read Chinese and you've been looking at what's going on in the Chinese social media, you've seen, and the Chinese state media, you've seen how much they've been supporting this, to the point where it's just front page news. We are supporting Russia. Okay? So anyway, this is what they were doing. It's like, 钓鱼岛是中国的, which means there's this tiny little island that's kind of disputed. It actually belongs to Japan right now. It's under the administration of Japan and has been for I don't know how long. Like a long time, since before we were all born. Okay.
Yes.
And China's like, no, that's actually our island. It's this tiny rock. but there are some like oil reserves nearby. So of course that's the real reason, right?
Because they found ancient maps.
Yeah, they found an ancient map.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's written in the law that
exactly.
it's Japan.
So anyway, they claim it. Japan claims it. Actually, Taiwan claims it too.
Yeah,
so it's a little complicated, all right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it became this huge thing because at the time there was a big political scandal happening in China.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to divert attention away from the political scandal, the Bo Xilai scandal,
Mm-hmm.
they made this into a big thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was never a huge thing.
No.
But they acted, it's funny, the propaganda.
So I took these photos myself, of course, and you can just see, you could buy this crap. Yeah, they've got like a flipping the bird, it's like you Xiao Ruben Guiza, like get the hell off our land type thing. And this, by the way, I have never in my entire life met. Yeah, it says that there. Like they're like little Japanese ghosts, like F your mother and stuff. That's literally in the dealership.
Yeah.
Imagine you could go into your Ford dealership here, and there's like a F Biden and let's go Brandon and F Trump and all this. Imagine you could buy that in the Ford dealer.
In the dealer.
Yeah, and with like vulgar language, because that's what you could buy in the Cherry dealer.
Yep.
Like the official place, the place I bought my car from. Okay.
Good luck.
Where I'm getting my service done.
Good luck putting a Taiwan flag sticker up.
Yeah.
Or a Japan sticker.
Yeah,
Go to jail.
Yeah, you would. So anyway, you've got this absolute crap, and I keep saying, like, you see how strong that fist is? I don't think I met anyone with such a thick wrist.
That is a
and
thick
certainly never met a Chinese guy who's that thick-wristed, to be honest. So it's a little.
I have a lot of Chinese friends that are much stronger than me.
Yeah, of course, but I'm saying like that. The propaganda of
that Soviet propaganda.
That Soviet propaganda, which shows he's really built, like larger than life, ridiculous-looking men and women that look like they come from Gears of War or something. They're like shrunk down and they're really squat and big.
Yeah,
it's that kind of nonsense.
It's that art
but
style,
this is what you could buy in the dealership, okay, to put on your car. Here, I took photos of like a bunch. You can see next to it there's some like air freshener you can get for your car. And next to it's like, I love China. And the Diaoyu Dao is like, let's take back the Diaoyu Islands and it belongs to us. And F all the Japanese little ghosts and stuff. What kind of crap is this? At the same time, you would see outside of shops, you would see like those LED banners saying like the Diaoyu Dao是中国的 and like screw the Japanese. On Baidu, which is the Google search engine, they had the little island with a Chinese flag and they were like, it belongs to China and all this crap. The entire country, the entire state media, everything, the internet, everything all supported taking back these islands.
It's a distraction.
Yeah, it was a distraction. And you know what? It's been the same with the whole Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's all been like, Russia is great. The US has been meddling with Russia's little brother and it's their little brother. They can take it back because what would you do if a little brother ran away and started to call you names and be bad? You'd teach them a lesson and take them back. That's literally what the freaking news has been saying. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the whole point of showing these stickers that I photographed when getting my car repaired is to show you just how widespread this nationalist shit permeates within society. And it happened now, and now they're trying to say, oh, no, actually, no, we're not taking sides.
Yep, it's exactly the same. The Russia stuff, we freak out about Russia. It's the same thing. It's a distraction.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Crazy.